Joe Biden is a bad dude. And I think that's what Americans are waking up to, right? They were sold
Fox News contributors, Lisa Booth, Charlie Hurt. Lisa, start with you. Really? Now we want to ban ceiling fans?
Hi, Sean.
What's wrong with a ceiling fan? I want my ceiling fan. I like a ceiling fan. I like it on a hot summer night. Get a nice breeze in my face.
You know, I too like a ceiling fan, Sean. But look, Joe Biden's a dictator, right? Let's just be honest. We saw how he handled COVID. He tried to force Americans to get a vaccine that they didn't need. Now he's trying to dictate, control our lives. He's trying to arrest Donald Trump, his political opponent, which is what happens in authoritarian
Well, he's got his
nations.
minions
So that's
doing
the
all
direction.
that.
I mean, this. Well, but this is a guy who stood up on stage before the midterm elections and labeled 75 million Americans as enemies of the state with the military flank behind him. So this guy is a bad dude. He tried telling us Corn Pop was a bad dude. Joe Biden is a bad dude. And I think that's what Americans are waking up to, right? They were sold this lie that Joe Biden is this man of integrity. He's going to unite the country. He's going to unify us. He's going to bring stability. And none of that is true, right? We're dealing with the country of chaos economically over in Ukraine. We're dealing with a guy who has done nothing to unify this nation and, in fact, is trying to tear people apart. So I think Americans are waking up and realizing that they were sold a lemon, they were sold a lie about this guy who's actually a really bad dude.
When you have Chuck Todd and fake Jake Tapper and liberal Joe, Charlie, now finally 3 years later, finally they've caught up to us. You know, they're used to peddling their lies, conspiracy theories, and hating Trump every second, every minute, every hour of every day, every week, every month, every year. Okay. Now even they are admitting, oh, yeah, he's not doing too good, is he? Is he going to be able to survive? This seems degenerative. It doesn't seem like it's getting better. With all the vacation time he had to come back and mumble his way through everything, how bad was it in Maui? Every Democrat's got to be thinking he can't be the guy.
Yeah, it does seem to be getting a whole lot worse recently. But, you know, it's amazing listening to people like Jake Tapper talk about how there's an age problem. My goodness, anybody who's been in Washington the past 50 years has known Joe Biden. And obviously the age factor makes it infinitely worse. But we saw that even in 2020 when he refused to even campaign for office. And to listen to people in the media now claim like, oh, this just came up. That's so disingenuous. The problem for Joe Biden is he's been in Washington for 50 years. He's always been a liar. Everybody's known he's a liar. He's gotten run out of at least 2 presidential campaigns because he was lying. The problem now is he's become so senile. We don't know whether it's lies he's telling or it's just his senility setting in, and he's making up these crazy stories about Strom Thurmond. The one good thing about the guy is he's unified the country in one way. 77% of Americans don't want to see him run again. They want him to retire now, and that's a pretty good figure if you ask me in politics today. If you can get 77% of Americans to agree on anything.
Exit question. I'll start with you, Lisa Booth. Between his cognitive decline and the bribery and money laundering allegation scandals, and now this is now making it into the main artery of the political bloodstream in this country. Every American will know this by November of 2024 and understand the tens of millions of dollars his family got paid and grandchildren got paid for no experience and his influence on this. Do you think they make the move, the Democratic Party, to take him off the ticket? I believe yes. What do you say, Lisa?
I don't know yet. I'm not convinced. And can I just say my favorite Joe Biden lie is when he said that he went to go visit Nelson Mandela and he was arrested in the 1970s in South Africa, and it turned out he was just separated from his colleagues at the airport. That was literally it. And to Charlie's point, it is option C. He's old and he's a liar. It's both. It's all of the above.
Yeah. So will he be the candidate? You can't say. Charlie?
So,
I don't know,
Sean, you're going to be able to use these
know.
tapes against me.
Exactly.
You're going to be able to use these tapes against me because every time you ask this question, I give you a different answer. But honestly, the problem now with them is their alternative is they don't have an alternative. But if they had any alternative,
Oh, I think they do.
would absolutely drop him because it's hopeless.
Watch out for Gavin Newsom. There's my prediction. All right. Thank
Maybe.
you both. Hey, Sean.
Increase your knowledge.